Look at how buyers actually shop for homes. They are swiping through dozens of properties a minute on their phones. To break that trance, your listing has to make them stop right there. Today, we are going to walk through a specific step-by-step checklist to turn your personal home into a camera-ready, high-value product. We use a two-part approach. Staging defines the logical flow and purpose of a room, while professional photography captures the light and emotional appeal of that space. In competitive areas like Cape Cod and the South Coast, mastering this visual presentation is the only guaranteed way to interrupt a buyer's scrolling and get them to book an in-person tour. Step 1 is the declutter sweep. You need to clear off your counters, hide the charging cords, and pack away your highly personal items. Removing these traces of your daily routine allows the next person to mentally map their own life into the rooms. Step 2 is staging for scale. Pull your furniture away from the walls and establish wide, obvious walking paths through the room. Floating the furniture like this deliberately controls where a buyer looks, steering their eyes straight toward your best features, like large windows or architectural details. Take a recent listing for a small Cape ranch in Onset. By adjusting the layout and decor, the seller saw an immediate jump in showing requests because buyers reported the home felt noticeably larger. Look at the difference here in this split-screen comparison. On the left, shoving everything against the wall creates dead, unusable space in the middle. On the right, pulling the furniture inward establishes clean geometric flow lines that make the room feel open. Good staging is the physical manipulation of perceived square footage. It makes your rooms look competent and expansive. Once the room is neutralized and arranged, we move to step 3, the emotional spark. Now we add back a few deliberate sensory touches. This means placing a cleanly folded fresh towel by the sink, or setting a simple vase of flowers on the dining table. These specific additions introduce warmth. They create the subconscious emotional comfort that justifies the buyer's logical financial decision. Step 4 is optimizing for the lens. Go through the house and open every blind and curtain to flood the floors with natural light. This lighting is crucial because of the technical gap between an amateur smartphone snapshot and a professional camera setup. Check out this side-by-side comparison. The amateur shot on the left is dark, flat, and the angles are distorted. The professional image on the right corrects those shadows and aligns the geometry, making the space feel bright and airy. Posting amateur photos triggers what we call the algorithmic penalty on real estate websites. Search platforms track exactly how long people spend looking at your listing. They use that time on page metric to decide if your home is a high-quality result. This diagram illustrates how high-quality images hold buyers' attention longer, filling up that time on page meter. The algorithm sees that extended engagement and pushes your listing higher in the search results. Professional photography is a mandatory technical tool that forces search engines to favor your listing. To see this entire sequence in action, let's look at Step 5, the Wareham Blueprint. We use a recent waterfront listing in Wareham as the standard. For this property, the rooms were styled with soft coastal textures, and the layout was mapped strictly to emphasize the exterior water views. The moment those optimized images went live, the market response was immediate. This chart tracks the resulting surge in online traffic. Compared to the baseline, the listing saw a 3x multiplier effect, driving massive spikes in saves, shares, and showing requests. Because buyers were emotionally committed to the property before they even stepped through the front door, the sellers secured stronger, more aggressive offers. Executing a strict photo-ready preparation plan is the most direct method to drive up your final sale price while cutting down your time on the market. Now it is time to perform a final audit of your own home. Walk through your rooms and check the list. Ensure surfaces are cleared, keep the furniture floating, and leave blinds wide open. The environment now feels expansive, calm, and highly desirable. Putting in just 1 extra hour of focused preparation guarantees your home will project a polished, dependable image on camera. With your space optimized, the final step is execution. Reach out to Lou Corcoran at Better Living Real Estate to schedule your professional photo day and maximize your return in the Cape Cod and South Coast markets.